in the Bible, it describes stuff we don't even know is real today. Right. And it's tied to our history, but it's right in front of us on TV. We see this stuff all the time.
Right.
All black people we talking about, I got Indian in my family.
Right.
Why do we say that? Because they're the same people as us.
That's right.
We are Indians.
That's right.
Indians are black people.
That's right.
Mexicans, we all the same people. Like, he's a so-called Mexican, but he's got uncles and grandfathers as dark as you. And you got people his color, right? Now, go back to 2nd Ezra real quick. Is that on that? Yeah, go to 2nd Ezra. Go back, I want to finish out what Soldier's bringing out, and I got a book. Because the so-called white man, he puts the history in books and passes among themselves. They don't teach this stuff in school.
Bring it out.
Say that again? They feel like we won't read. They know we don't read.
That's right.
Because they set up the school system where we don't even want to stay in there.
That's right.
That's why they ain't checking attendance. They let you go out and do whatever you want. They encourage that behavior, so we leave. So we go to prison. They want us in prison. They want us slaves in prison. So watch this. But we're going to edify y'all today. Come on.
Verse 44?
Yeah.
Verse 44.
This is what the soldier was bringing out earlier about how y'all family got here.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 44. For the Most High then showed signs for them and held still the flood till they were passed over.
So let me see this sign. There was a sign right there. Can you hold it up? Y'all know where Israel is on this sign? You might not. Where's Africa? Africa right here, right? You know Israel is right here? Yeah, that's Egypt. But right next to Egypt is what our land, our homeland is from. We right here. We took this, came all the way down and came all the way around, and that's how we got over here. That's why it's that longer trip. Yeah, you don't take a year to go up here to Europe or to go to China to our Arabs. I heard that rumor too. That's not necessarily what it's talking about, but that's the path of the slave ships. Now our path, this is before slave ships, right. What we're talking about. When we were expelled from Spain, we used to rule Spain. I heard y'all talking about queens and kings. We were kings back in Spain.
That's dope.
But we called ourselves Moors. Black people ruled Spain, we ruled Russia. All this over here was us.
That's right.
But we stronger, we faster. We've always been better. So of course we was ruling them, but we was wicked. We didn't keep God's commandments. We remember who we were.
Bring it out.
Go ahead and read on.
Verse 45.
I'll bring that out to show you the path we took. Came around that side of Africa, over into South America, and then eventually over here in these parts as well. That's how the tribe of Gad, Reuben, Manasseh, Issachar, that's how all those people got over here. They didn't just pop up over here, right. And they didn't come over the North Pole, like some people say, like white men say.
Right.
We came on ships.
That's right.
Long time ago we came on ships. Read.
For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half.
Also we were getting supplies, so it took a year and a half to go back and forth taking supplies. You don't just go over there with one boatload of food. We had to go back and forth. That was a year and a half to get established over here. Read.
And the same region is called Arsareth.
Now, I'm going to show you the white man knows that too.
Bring it out.
It says it's called Arsareth. You ever heard of Arsareth before? You ever heard of Arsareth? That's in the Bible. Today we call it something different. Watch what we call it. Get that orange part right there. Now this guy is, name of the book?
Origins of the American Indians.
The origins, where the American Indians came from. The white man had this, the scholars put this together. Now we're going to read something that a man named Luminous said.
Page 35. Briefly, Luminous' argument was that the 10 tribes of Hebrews.
So the 10 tribes, remember, the brother was bringing it out. That's the bottom 9 tribes plus one that's not on the sign. Dan, he was absorbed. But those that you come from, read.
Exiled to various parts of the Assyrian Empire by Shalmaneser.
So they were exiled, I mean, it was kicked out into what we read earlier, the Assyrian Empire. Now this is saying this is world history, not make-believe. So y'all went from being part of us. There was a disagreement between the darker tribes in the top and y'all tribes that you see in different colors. All right, so after they split up, they got exiled to Assyria. Read.
Had escaped to Arsareth.
So we had to escape to Arsareth. That's what we read in the Bible. Y'all with me? Now watch this.
Which Luminous identified as India, America.
What did he say Arsareth was?
America.
The white man said Arsareth in the Bible is America.
That's right.
So read that again in the Bible again. So that's what his scholars said. He found that out. Because it's obvious. He said a land man never dwelt. What land was nobody at? America. There are already people on that other side of the world. But the Western Hemisphere, unoccupied. Nobody there.
That's right.
Read.
Book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 45. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half. And the same region is called Arsareth.
Which is what? America. This place right here. So we've been here. Before Columbus was here, we was here.
Right.
Just, it's not all of us. The rest of us came later on them ships. Keep reading.
Verse 46. Then dwelt they there until the latter time.
He said, then they lived there to the latter time. These are the latter times right here. He said those people gonna still be in that land to the last days. So now we found them. We found y'all. You understand? We back connect. We trying to connect with all our people on that sign. We trying to connect us back together as one nation again. Finish that and then give me Genesis.
Verse 46. Then dwelt they there until the latter time, and now when they shall begin to come.
Now go back to Genesis 32 about the kings. And my name's Ray Well, by the way. I know it's popped up here. I wanted to add this stuff onto what the soldiers bringing out. This is heavy information. This is the most important thing you hear the rest of the year. If you don't listen to nothing else, this is your identity in the Bible.
Right.
It's more than just, oh, I'm an Indian, I'm a Native American. No, you are the children of God.
That's right.
You, God chose you and he put his spirit on you. He put that flesh on you is the actual flesh of the people that wrote the Bible.
Right.
Like you said, Jesus black, he didn't walk around with 11 white people, or 12 white people, did he?
Right.
He in Jerusalem among his people, his mother and father, they had to be black too, right? Wait, so his cousins, his uncles, they black too, right?
Right.
So all Israel was black.
That's right.
Well, watch this.
32. You know.
The book of Genesis, chapter 32 and verse 29.
Bring it out.
And Jacob asked him and said, tell me, I pray thee, thy name. And he said, wherefore.
I want to part with our name. Right there, 28.
Verse 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob.
So that's our great-great-great-great-granddaddy. You ever heard of Jacob? You heard of Jacob, my brother? So Jacob's our great-great-grandfather. He lived in Africa too. The land of Canaan, he was up in there. Come on.
And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel.
So he said, no, you're not going by Jacob no more. I'm going to call you Israel. So what does it mean? All names have a meaning. Read.
For as a prince.
As a what?
For as a prince hast thou power with God and with men, and hast prevailed.
That's y'all last name.
That's right.
It ain't just Johnson. That's your slave master last name.
That's right.
Smith, Wilson. All that is a slave master last name.
Right.
He said your last name is a prince or princess that has power with God and with men.
That's right.
That's our last name.
That's right.
That's what people should be calling you. It ain't just Israel. It's a title. We a great and mighty royal nation of people. That's what brother said. There's no queens. No, there's no queens. You're a princess. It means you're part of a royal family.
That's right.
The whole part of the black women calling themselves queens is to kind of like give like a sense of self equality too. It also goes into equality because the queen is equal to the king. She'll take over. But that's what's destroyed our household now. The feminist movement. You know about the feminist movement? That's when they separated you from. I know y'all not married.
That's what this is for.
That is exactly what that is for. That's heavy, sis. His projects is to separate the black man from his household. Black man in prison and the black woman's all throughout. There's many projects in Kinston. All throughout here alone.
That's right.
With no good Negroes coming in and out, but nobody wants to sit down and take care of the babies. They just want to put babies in there. We out here to destroy that.
That's right.
Because it's white supremacy.
Right.
It started with that image of white man Jesus. It's his fault. That's Caesar Borgia.
Bring it out.
That's not Jesus. Caesar Borgia is what's destroyed our people.
That's right.
Because there's more churches over here than there is schools.
Bring it out.
And this neighborhood is terrible.
That's right.
It's dilapidated. Read that again.
The book of Genesis, chapter 32 and verse 28.
Bring it out.
And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel.
So we have to stop calling ourselves African American.
Right.
Smith, Johnson. That's just saying we white folks. African American is two white people. Is Leocypius Africanus. That's where you get Africa from.
Right.
He renamed the continent. Show me the continents again. Because the white man, he took over everything. Hold that. Give me Psalms 49:11.
Bring it out.
Look right here. These names on these countries came from white folks. Leocypius Africanus renamed the largest continent after himself. He was a white man. He defeated Hannibal. Y'all know about Hannibal? Hannibal was a black man.
Right.
Second Punic Wars. There's some wars called. You gotta look. You gotta read. In the Second Punic Wars, a black man named Hannibal was defeated by Leocypius Africanus, a white man, a general. He named the whole continent after himself in victory.
Right.
He said, "I win. This is my land." Watch what the Bible says white people do when they win.
Bring it
Watch
out.
this.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 49 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations.
That's the thought of Esau. That's his biblical name, the white man. He says his house gonna continue forever. He think America gonna last forever. It's not. America about up. Nuclear destruction is coming for this place.
That's right.
Trump, you see Trump, this idiot, this fool, and Biden, this racist fool. They're both racist fools. God's gonna destroy this place with nuclear weapons.
That's right.
But watch, but he thinks it's gonna continue forever. Read.
They called their lands.
What they do?
They called their lands after their names.
So it says they call lands after their names. Africa, Leoscipius Africanus. Who was America named after? North, Central, and South America. Amerigo Vespucci.
That's right.
An Italian navigator.
Right.
A white man.
Check it out.
He named the Americas. But y'all was already here. The tribe of Gad was there. They called y'all Native Americans. They named you after him. Like he your daddy. Amerigo's Vespucci is not your daddy. He looked nothing like you. He came to oppress you.
Bring it out.
But he wouldn't name your whole land. He took your land and be like, I live here. So you got a fly, brother?
Yeah, bro.
Before you leave, do you see your tribe on that side?
Y'all see my tribe?
Yeah. We explained they both from the tribe of Gad. They so-called Native Americans. What is your tribe according to your father? Before you dust off. What we're trying to do is restore our royalty to our people and to wake us up. To wake us up, we got to realize we got to stop thinking that we the same as every other nation. You got the Arab man spitting on our sisters and beating the hell out of her in that store around the corner. Why? Because we don't know who we are. And we're going to keep going and depend on them for food, water, and clothing because we don't see ourselves as nothing. So what's your nationality, brother? You see it? You have that's the tribe of Judah. Okay, okay, listen, what you need to do, y'all need to keep God's commandments.
That's right.
That's going to get us out of this condition. Did he talk to you about dresses? And fringes? What about when you pray? Do you pray to God? Okay. How do you pray?
Pull out dresses yet either. We ain't do just fringes on dresses.
Okay.
Like the regular way?
Like putting your hands together, God, Father. It's not how you pray. That's not how you pray. I'm gonna show you. This is important. You need to hear this. Give me that 1 Corinthians 11 and 3.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man.
So a godly man's head would be Christ.
Right.
That's what's missing in the community. We have Christ as our head.
That's right.
See, we walk and we dress and we talk like Christ. He was a bold black man. He spoke with the scriptures. So that's us. Our head is Christ. Our boss is Christ.
And the head of Christ is God.
Christ, he ain't equal to God. He under God. Read.
Verse 4. Every man pray.
3 again. You left something.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God.
There it is. So it said the head of the woman is the man. Like you said, over here, a lot of our young men right here. All y'all know your father? You do? Do you know your father? No. You know your father? Yes. Do you know your father? No. You see that? Half y'all don't know your father. Because the so-called white man has destroyed our neighborhoods. He put our fathers where? In prisons. Any of y'all pops in prison? No? You don't know? You don't know where he is. Okay, but your father's there. That's what he's done. He destroyed us by what? He disrupted the order of the household. It's supposed to be God, Christ, man, woman.
That's right.
No feminist movement. Read on.
Verse 4. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered.
It said praying or prophesying. Praying means you pray to God or you're going through the scriptures. Like y'all listen to the scriptures now. So it said if a man do what?
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered,
You got a hat on or a hood on.
dishonoreth his head.
So my little brother, he just took that hood off. Why you take the hood off? Because you heard that, right? The spirit got on you that quick.
All praise.
Because God said you ain't supposed to have your head covered when the spirit of God is going out. When he's getting taught or when he's praying. So the spirit jumped on him and said, take that off. Read.
But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered,
He said no, but contrary, the sisters that pray or prophesy with your head uncovered,
dishonoreth her head.
you dishonor who? The man. So what you supposed to have?
Something over my head.
Do you have something to put over your head?
Like a hood.
Yeah, like a hood, because he just took that hood off.
Right.
So, because y'all not the same, you a woman, he a man, y'all shouldn't look the same right now. So what should you do?
Put my hood on.
That's what you should do, sis. And then when you go home and pray to yourself, to the Most High God, you can cover your head with a hood. See, that's repentance. See, he take it off, you put it on. So when y'all young men, y'all ever pray to God, Now you know this ain't God. Y'all know that, right? Not this guy. This is Caesar Borgia. This man is evil. He dead too. He evil dead man. You don't pray to him. Christ look more like this. Christ is a black man. Y'all everybody understand that? Christ is a black man. See, you gotta put the hood back on. Christ is a black man. Fit it the best you can. Do the best you can. I know, but just know. Give me 1 Kings 8:46. Do the best you can. But when you get home, you got sisters wrap their head all the time now. Because the Spirit's starting to wake our people up in the last days. We supposed to have a head covering on. We're supposed to cover our heads. You got me?
This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 8 and verse 46. If they sin against thee.
The day is all of us. We are the children of Israel. We sinned against our God. We made our God mad. Read.
For there is no man that sinneth not.
All of us have been in sin.
And thou be angry with them, and deliver them to the enemy, so that they carry them away captives unto the land of their enemy, far or near.
That's where we at right now. Brothers and sisters, we are in the land of our enemies.
Right.
Who heard about the sister getting spat on in the corner store? Look, y'all heard about it. Little kids, y'all heard about the sister getting spat on? How that make you feel?
I ain't hear about it.
You ain't hear about it? How that make you feel, my brother? He got the wisdom on it. Was that okay?
I heard about it.
No. Who spat on who? Who beat up who in that store?
Them boys.
What boys? What's their nationality?
I don't know.
You said what?
Arab.
Arab boys. Them Arabs, they ain't Israelites. We Israelites. Those Arabs are not our friends. They're not our brothers. They hate us. They had us in slavery. So again, when she went into the store, my sister, I forgot how you say her name, Quaralena. It's hard to say her name. She went in that store. They beat her down real bad. They hit her with the wet floor sign. They spit on her 6 times. The man, I seen the video. He jumped across the table, kicked her out the store because they hate us. All other nations on the world outside of here hate us. They see us as dirt. They see y'all as dirt, but y'all are gods on this earth.
That's right.
Y'all are kings, and that's a little princess right there. Right, go finish that one, the prayer part. Give me the prayer. Jump to 54.
Verse 54. And it was so that when Solomon had made an end of praying.
So this is how you pray. Now that we know we've sinned and we've separated ourselves from our God, and we in the hands of people that hate us, this is how you pray to God.
All this prayer and supplication unto the Lord. And he arose from before the altar of the Lord, from kneeling on his knees.
So Solomon kneeled on his knees. You can stand or you can kneel.
And kneeling on his knees with his hands spread up to heaven.
So how do you pray?
His hands spread up to heaven.
That just like that. Y'all see that? That's how you pray. Show them again, sis. The Bible says that's how you pray.
That's right.
You open your hands. You don't do like this. This pagan. You don't know where you got this from. This is how we pray. You're supposed to pray to God like this, or you can do it like this. As long as your hands supposed to be spread to God. So think about it like this. You ain't got nothing to hide. Think about it like that. You doing it like this, that's something else. That's how God said to pray.
That's right.
We were never taught that. Negroes got tattoos of this guy like this. Foolish as hell. You ain't supposed to get tattoos. Who know that? You know that? Y'all know that? What you got? Oh yeah, show me that.
This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. This is page 473. This says Durer's famous representation of prayer. So Durer, if you look him up, he's a white man. That's his representation of prayer.
That's the white man's represent. That's how the white man tells you to pray. That's a lie. That is not how you pray.
That's right.
God ain't been listening because we ain't been praying right. We don't even know who he is.
Bring it out.
And plus we be in the midst of sin. Who out here eat pork? Oh man, do y'all think the Bible said we can eat pork? Let's show y'all real quick. God, because I'm telling you why it's important. God don't hear us when we sinning. God don't hear us if we breaking what's written in the Bible. Let's see what God. I want to see if one of y'all can guess what animal this is. Read.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
And the swine.
All right, what animal is that? Read again.
And the swine.
What's a swine? I heard somebody say it. Say it loud. Pig. Porky pig. That's what it is. Wilbur. The pig. Read.
And the swine, though he divide the hoof.
So it talks about his foot. His foot shaped like this, ain't it? A pig foot. Got a little hoof. You seen pig feet? Come on.
And be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud.
Y'all ever seen a cow in the field chewing the cud? Y'all ever heard of that? He just be. He's swallowing food into different stomachs. You know a cow has 4 stomachs? Yeah. A pig don't got 4 stomachs. Pig got 1 stomach. A pig will eat anything. A pig will eat anything. Pigs eat a little human baby.
Bring it
A
out.
pig eat you if you drop dead. He eat his own feces, eat his own pee.
Right.
That's a pig. Read.
And be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
Now what did God say about the pig?
He is unclean to you.
God said the pig is unclean to you.
That's right.
Read.
Verse 8. Of their flesh ye shall not eat.
Hold on. What does God mean when he said that? Who knows? Raise your hand. My man right there with the basketball. Don't eat pork. Say it again. Come here to the mic. Wisdom jumped on. Come on. I want you to say it on the mic. What did God just say about the pig?
Don't eat pork.
That's what God said. God said you are not supposed to eat pork. Y'all know what pork is? That's bacon. That's pepperoni pizza. That's ham. That's a bologna. Now they got turkey pepperoni. They got turkey bologna. You can eat turkey, but you cannot eat what?
Pork.
You cannot eat pork. Keep reading. There's more foods. Would y'all eat monkeys?
No.
Everybody know not to eat a monkey. But we didn't know not to eat pig because the so-called white man, the white people say, y'all can eat pig. They like pig. So they lie to us and say it's okay. Read on.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch.
He said they so nasty you ain't even supposed to just touch their bodies. You know some pigs got diseases that don't go away when you cook them.
Right.
There be worms up in them and you can't cook it away.
Right.
Come on.
They are unclean to you.
Verse 9, I think.
Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters.
How about in the water? Who likes seafood? Everybody, right? Now, do y'all like eating spiders?
No.
There are spiders underwater.
Yes.
What are they called? They don't call them spiders, huh? Somebody said it. Who said it? Crabs. Crabs are spiders that live underwater.
That's right.
Look at it. Think about it. There's such a thing as a spider crab. There's a crab called there's a spider called a crab spider. It's the same thing. Read on.
In the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales.
So God says, if you look in the water, whatever has what?
Fins and scales.
Whatever has fins on it and scales on it. You know you have to scale the fish?
Bring it out. In the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
That's what you can eat. Y'all can eat anything according to the Bible that has fins and scales in the seas, the waters, the ocean. So what's that? Trout? Not sharks. Sharks don't have scales. We can't afford a shark no way. You can't eat no octopus. It don't have fins and scales. Flounder. Flounder got scales, don't it? Got fins. You can eat flounder. What about tuna, y'all? You can eat tuna, right? So there's a lot you can't eat. What you can't eat? Shrimp. Shrimp got fins and scales? The shrimp got, no, you cannot eat shrimp. Who likes shrimps? You can't eat shrimp. Shrimp is like a roach.
That's right.
You ever eat it with the heads on it? Y'all don't want to eat it with the head on it, do you? Because that little roach face looking right at you. That's why you want to eat it. You see that thing is last thought. You don't want to eat that roach. Those are roaches.
That's right.
That's what shrimp is. Okay, we get that. Who's celebrating Halloween? They just handed y'all a bunch of flyers. Hey, all hands up. Who want to do some Halloween? Who can't wait? Yeah, dress up. Halloween is, you don't dress up, but you like the candy and stuff, right? Halloween's of the devil.
That's right.
Halloween's of the devil.
Right.
I'm gonna show you. What y'all got? Give me something. Show it.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 2.
Actually, give me Isaiah 5 and 20. One for the kids. I'm gonna show you what the people that rule this country have done. How about Trump? Y'all know Trump?
Yeah, we
Does Trump like black people?
No. We like white.
But he rule everything, and they won't fire him. They won't get rid of him. They hate all our people over us and being our ruler, our leader.
Bring it out.
Because our people love lies. Watch this.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 5 and verse 21.
Bring it out.
Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight.
Read again.
5 and 20.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 5 and verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good.
So the Bible says, woe means destruction. Death and destruction to them that do what?
That call evil good.
That call evil good. Halloween is an evil pagan practice.
That's right.
They used to sacrifice children on Halloween, y'all size.
Bring it out.
They used to bust, you know where the pumpkin started from? What they used to do, they wanted to sacrifice one of the children to a devil.
Right.
So they go to the house to try to beat down the door. If you don't open that door, they're gonna leave a bag of human flesh and light it on fire, or a bag of feces and light it on fire outside. That's where they get the idea of having a candle inside of a pumpkin.
Bring it out.
It came from, oh, that's how they want to kill everybody in that house if you don't. That's trick or treat. If you don't bring forth me some virgin or somebody to kill, we're gonna leave this on your doorstep. We're gonna light it on fire. That's where you get jack-o'-lanterns. Y'all, it is evil. It's got skulls on it. Face all demons, goblins. That's what we doing. What I got to do with Jesus? What did God say do that?
Bring it out.
That's a direct worship of the devil. We don't.
Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, and put darkness for light and light for darkness.
So they said there are things that people have put for good things, but they're really bad. Like Trump. They put him as the president, but he's an evil bastard.
That's right.
Right? So I want to show y'all something. Exodus 22:18. Let me show you things that the Bible says is evil. Like they say you can eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. They say y'all can eat pork. Those are evil things, but they say they good. They say pork the other white meat. You know pork is in your cereal? Some of y'all cereal, brothers, he about bugged out. Pork is in some of y'all cereals. It's called gelatin.
Bring it out.
You know pork in your Pop-Tarts? You gotta check the Pop-Tarts. Gelatin is from pork fat. They take pork fat and bones and grind it up. That's gelatin. That's your Jello. That's your Bill Cosby. There's the white man, gummy bears. The white man wants you eating pork because he knows that's a sin to your God. The Exodus 22:18 about Halloween.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 22 and verse 18.
Listen to this before y'all roll out. Listen to this last one.
Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
Witches are bad. Why are we dressing up like them on the 31st of October? Witches is bad.
Suffer not a witch to live. Whosoever lieth with a beast shall surely be put to death.
So it says people dressing up like witches, goblins, all that is evil. Y'all understand that thing? Y'all got me? Okay, all praises. Y'all got any questions? What's your tribe? What tribe y'all from? Just look right here. Huh? Y'all African American?
Yes, sir.
So that's the tribe of Judah. If your father's African American, I know one or two of y'all might not know who your father is. If your father African American, you come from the tribe of Judah.
Yes, sir.
That means you are God's praise. That's your name right there. Y'all the Israelites. Okay?
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.